Can you tell me what Tuck Everlasting is about?
Basically, like, it's like the fountain of youth, and then the family drinks the water, and then they drink the water, and then they become like eternally youthful, and then they like live forever. But then they come back 100 years later, and there's this little girl, and then the little girl wants to run away from her home because her mom's like all uptight about like her going to the fair, so she runs away, and then she finds a guy in the woods, and he's actually one of the people that drink the water. So then she's like, oh, I want to drink the water. He's like, no. So then they kidnap her, and then they have to tell her that they drank the water, and then it's like crazy, and then they like kind of run away, but they don't really run away. So then the detective and the detective assistant go looking for her, and that's us, and then basically like we go looking for her.
So Winnie as an individual is a very strong-willed and brave girl. She knows what she wants, and she can be very stubborn at times, but regardless of if she's upset with someone or if she's scared, she still cares for them very deeply, and she would do genuinely anything to protect the people that she loves.
So Jesse Tuck is, let's say, a lone wolf. He's by himself. He's kind of trying to conquer the world by himself until he meets Winnie. Finds out he needs a partner in crime.
I think they turn into best friends.
100%.
Something that I love about Winnie is how young and excited she is about everything, because I'm an elementary education major, so I'm gonna be working with kids my whole life. And so I really love how excited she is to see everything. There's a moment in the end of the first act where Jesse and Winnie are talking, and Jesse goes, "You were excited to climb a tree." It's something that I really love about Winnie.
Working with Anna is so much fun. I love Anna so much. I'm gonna toot her horn a little bit. She's amazing. She's so cool. And it's been so awesome just to see how she's developed May's character. She's so sweet and so much fun to work with and so patient with me. This is my first kind of role with anything more than like 3 lines. So it's kind of scary, but it's a lot of fun.
Working with Prof. Davis is a lot of fun because she's got so many great ideas, but she's also so willing to listen to you and hear you out with the ideas that you have, and she's so supportive of the choices that you make on stage, and she has really helped me grow as an actress.
Being able to experiment with your character as well as get feedback from her, she always lets you roam free with your character and like experiment with your character, and I think that's where the uniqueness of her as a director really comes into play.
I'm really excited for the audience to see Will Brown and Graham Brown.
Will and Graham Brown.
Will and Graham.
Will and Graham play Constable Joe and Hugo.
Constable Joe and Hugo.
Constable Joe and Hugo. Look out for Constable Joe and Hugo. They are hilarious.
So my character, Constable Joe, is the constable of the town that they live in Tree Gap. And he is goofy, he's dumb, he doesn't get social cues well.
I'm Hugo, and my character is the assistant to Constable Joe, and I'm just a goofy 15-year-old boy, and I like having fun, but I'm very serious about wanting to become a deputy.
I think it's kind of where like Constable Joe believes that he's in charge and he knows best, but he also doesn't really know what he's doing, and so Hugo kind of gives him little hints. But Constable Joe likes to pretend it's his own idea, not Hugo's.
Yeah, Hugo's a lot more intuitive and kind of notices things and kind of pushes that off onto him. And it's we're playing off of each other in a lot of the scenes.
Yeah.
So even us being brothers, like, it's good. We've worked together for our whole lives, and now we get to do it on the stage, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think our favorite song that we do is Can't Trust a Man. That's the one that we do together, and it's a lot of fun just like working with him and doing silly, goofy moves and smacking each other and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, that's my favorite song, Can't Trust a Man, that we put together ourselves. And like, it's a lot of fun to really just mess around. And I think we add something new almost every time we do it.
There's a line that Angus says during the wheel where it's, "You can't have living without dying." They're just stuck. They have no purpose anymore. And the purpose that God has given us is to live for him and to bring glory to his name. And so I think it's really important for the audience to remember that the real reason why we're put on this earth is to bring glory to God.